Hey guys, it's Zach, and this will be a tutorial on how to play Sky by d4vd. So let's just jump right into it. The first section goes like this. Hang on, I'll just try to make that cleaner for my sake. Alright, I had to concentrate really hard on that. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to grab your index finger and you're going to put it on the first fret of the B string. And then you're going to grab your root finger and you're going to put it on the second fret of the G string. And what you're going to do with your strumming and picking hand is you're going to pick the G, B, and E string followed by the B string again. And once you've done that, you're going to remove your, well, you can leave it there if you want, but for now I'll say remove your root finger, grab your pinky and put it on the fourth fret of the G string. And then with your picking hand, you're going to pick the same three strings in the same way. So it's going to sound like this. Sorry. So we've gone from 2, and then after that you're going to remove your pinky and you're going to put down no more fingers, but you're going to leave your index finger on the first fret of the B string. And again, you're going to play the same three strings in the same way. And then you're going to grab your root finger and you're going to put it on the second fret of the D string. And you're going to play the D string, B string, and E string, and then ending on the B. So it's going to sound like this. And then after that, you're going to grab your, I forget what this finger's called. You're going to grab this finger and you're going to put it on the next fret up on the D string. You can move your root finger just one fret up, but I don't know, I think I prefer just to switch fingers and put this finger on the third fret of the D string. And you're just going to play that string and no other strings. And then after that, you're just going to gently strum just a little bit before the verse starts. So it's going to sound like this. Sorry? Oh, okay, here we go. It's going to sound like this. So this is what we've got. Okay. And let's move on to the verse. So the verse starts off with an A minor. So you've got your index finger on the first fret of the B string, your root finger on the second fret of the D string, and whatever this finger's called on the string and fret on the space just below the root finger on the second fret of the G string. And you're going to play from the A string downwards. I like to cover the, mute. I like to mute the top E string with my thumb, just so I'm not focusing too much on which strings I'm playing when I'm strumming. So I can just play all the strings when I'm strumming without having to worry about playing the E string. So this is unmuted, and then when I mute it with my thumb, it becomes inaudible. And so then I'm just going to strum for 2 beats. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then after that, you're going to go to a C major 7. So you're going to keep your root finger where it is. Going to remove your other fingers, but you're going to move this this finger up to the third fret of the A string, and you're going to play that for 2 beats. 1, 2. And then you're going to keep your fingers where they are, and just place your index finger on the first fret of the B string, just to make a complete complete C string. And you're going to play that for another 2 beats. 1, 2. And in the first progression, I play it a little differently to how it's played in the original song. So I'll teach you how to play that. Because I'm actually not sure how to play it. I don't know how to play it, how it's played in the original song. I've searched it up on the internet, but there are all these complicated chords, and I just don't think it's necessary. And I think my way of playing it sounds pretty good. So then after your C chord in the first progression, you're going to jump to a G chord. And all I do is take your index finger off and move these 2 fingers up 1 string. And that's your next chord. I'm not going to put any more fingers down. So formally this is known, I'm pretty sure, as a G6 chord. This is how I play most of my Gs, just because I can't really be bothered putting any more fingers down. I know, have whatever reservations you want about it, but that's just the way I do things. So then you're going to play your G string for 2 beats. 1, 2. And then to finish off the first part of the progression, which there are 2 progressions in the verse, with the way that I play it. So after your G, you're going to jump to an F. I think it's called an F major. I think it's called an F major 7. I could be wrong. Please comment telling me the real name of this chord. But it's basically a normal F. The way that I play normal F is barring the bottom 2 fingers, putting my root finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and then 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the D string. That's how I play an F, with playing the bottom 4 strings. So all you're going to do is you're going to lift your index finger up, so you're only playing the B string. So you're not gonna press it down and play the E string. Sorry, you're not gonna press the E string. You're gonna make sure the E string, the bottom E string, is open, and you're just gonna play. Sorry, you're just gonna press your index finger on the 1st fret of the B string. So you get your index finger on the 1st fret of the B string, root finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the D string. And you're gonna mute the E with your thumb if you can be bothered. And you're gonna play. I like to play from the A string down. I don't think it ruins the chord. I think it fits rather well with it. So it's gonna sound like this. And you're gonna play that for 8 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the first progression of 2 in the verse is going to sound like this. Now the second progression in the verse is pretty much the same, except when you would play the G string in the first progression, you're going to play an E major chord instead. So you've got your first finger on your index finger on the 1st fret of the G string, your root finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and your 3rd finger right beneath the root finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. And again, you're going to try, if you can, to mute the top E string. No, it's an E major. No muting. You're going to play all the strings. So it's going to sound like this. And like you would the G string, you're going to play it for 2 beats. And then you're just going to play the F major 7, correct me if I'm wrong, after that, like you would in the first progression, for 8 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So altogether, with the first progression and the second progression together, it's going to sound like this. Now I just realized I unintentionally played a little different to how I taught it, and that's I played it like this. That's just a little strumming nuance that I like to do. So it's instead of 2 beats, it's sort of like it's like 1.5 beats on the E minor, and then jumping straight into the C major 7. So it's like instead of I'm playing it like this. So it's like in the original it sounds like this. I'm playing it like this. So that's something you can decide for yourself, whether or not you want to play it with a little nuance like I do, or if you just want to play it normally. So that's what you're gonna play those 2 progressions twice in the first verse, and then at the end of the verse, it's gonna sound like this. So. I failed you once, but I swear I won't do it again. Sometimes it's hard for a lost cause to let you in. It's cold inside, but the outside tight as it's ever been. But I'll stand in the heat while the sun drips on my skin. I'm hanging over the edge. Won't you give me a hand? So after you play the 2 progressions twice, you're going to jump to a G string. So again, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string and 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. You're going to play that for... sorry, I'm losing my voice. This is only my 2nd take. Anyway, so it goes... How does it go? It goes... I'm hanging over the edge. So when you reach edge in the lyrics, you're gonna play the G string. I'm hanging over the edge. So that's after but I'll stand in the heat while the sun drips on my skin. So you're gonna go from the F chord, whatever it's called, skin. I'm hanging over the edge. Won't you give me a hand? So after the G string is that F chord that I taught you before. Won't you give me a hand? And you're gonna stop strumming. So you're just gonna strum it once. Won't you give me a hand? And then the chorus starts. Now the way you play the chorus is you start off, it's pretty similar to the verse. You start off with an A minor, and you're going to play it for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the sky's falling, sky. Then you're going to go to a G string, again, the way that I've showed you how to do it. Just the top 2 strings with your 2nd and 3rd finger. And you can play a different G if you like, but this is just the way that I like to play it, only placing my middle 2 fingers down. And then, so you're going to play that for 2 beats. Now the sky's falling, skies. And then you jump to an E major, falling, for 2 beats. And then after that, you go to the F chord that I've taught you. Da, it's gonna be that progression for the entire chorus. Now the sky's falling down, and I need someone now. I miss you somehow. Never meant to, but I had to let you down. And that's basically the entire song. There is a bridge. I won't teach you how to play the bridge because I just want to see, since this is my first tutorial, I'm gonna leave you hanging a little bit. I need to see how this video does first, and if it does reasonably well, then I'll cover the whole song. Either this song, I'll cover all of it, or I'll cover the entirety of another song. So that is Sky by d4vd. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and comment if you can, and subscribe also if you can. Love you guys. See ya.